Ego is not a real thing. Many people, they blame darkness, praise light. But you cannot admire the darkness without light. Will there be darkness ever and ever? But that is the true nature of existence. Imagine what was there when there was no universe. There was no creation. That means no suns, no stars that would emit light. So the original nature of this universe before its manifestation is darkness. Light came much later. Now, when we talk of ego, is there anything like ego at all? No. It is absence of awareness. Just as darkness is absence of light, ego is absence of your true awareness. And when you are not aware, you do all kinds of wrong things. If anything good happens in unawareness, it is only accidental. But we should not get so disappointed. Many yogis, they blame mind. They say mind is your biggest enemy. It can become your biggest enemy if mind is not in your control. You don't know how to regulate your mind. Then it can become a problem. But as far as ego is concerned, we can tame the ego and take advantage of the same for our benefit. Let me give you an example of sports or music or things like that. When you are performing your sports, whatever would that be? Let's say yesterday you did so well. Would you be happy with your yesterday's performance? You will not be. You would like to surpass yourself. Okay. Having surpassed yourself, later on you're playing with the champion and you start declaring, I am better than her. And later on you start declaring, there is nobody better than myself. So now you see the ego manifesting in a different way. I can do better than yesterday. That is Swabhiman. It's a pride of my profession. I can do better. That's a pride, self-pride, Swabhiman. But nobody is better than me when you declare such a thing. It is Gamand, arrogance. Right? It's another face of ego. One person is taking advantage of the same ego and say, I can become a better player. I can become a better musician. I can become better at my profession. But to declare with arrogance that no one is better than me, that's a problem. So ego, we should not be worried too much about it. Take advantage of it and move on with it. Love also. If you associate love and ego, I love so-and-so so much. Why don't we do that, There is no one better than me in loving my darling, for example. Or I love my mother so much. No one loves their mother so much. So we can utilize this ego in a positive way. But when we start blowing our own trumpets in a very negative way, my way or otherwise, then that ego will clash with your loved ones and you will become their enemy. So it's up to us how we utilize these sentiments. Either you can build with it or you can destroy. It's like knife. With knife you can, cut vegetables and cook nice dishes. It's the same knife you can use to kill someone too. So ego is like that, see. And that's why we have these spiritual practices. It's very easy to renounce the world. You can become a renunciate, you can become a sannyasi. It's just very easy. But to renounce your ego is not everybody's job. In a family life, we learn to sacrifice our own desires. We learn to swallow our own pride and ego. That's why it's a training ground where you can learn to love each other. And then we become eligible to love God. First we master. The family is the playground where we practice.